How much blood can one take? How much gore? How much bodies and everything and deadites to make us feel as much as it could in such an avenue? Hello everyone, I just got back from seeing Evil Dead Burn, the newest installment and the sixth installment of the Evil Dead installment. And I'll say this really quickly, in my opinion. Okay, it's in the backyard right there. I just let him out, and I hope to give it some air and everything. Just give some for him to stretch his legs and paws. But I just got back from seeing Evil Dead Burn, the sixth installment. A lot of people are saying, is the Evil Dead franchise running on Steam, or is it fully on Ash Williams mode, full on chainsaw mode in that aspect? And I get to say, happily, in my view, this movie rocks. It absolutely kicks ass, and easily shows why this franchise still has the ability to keep on going, even though a part of me wants to ask the question, how much more can we sustain it to a house-based system, or to a group, or a person that's broken on an individual level? 1 second. But based on all that, for me, this movie was super enjoyable because I loved how this movie tackled a grieving wife as she interacts with the other side of her family on how they lost a son, but how it keeps the family alive, and how basically how not just the person himself was messed up and how he affected his own wife, but how it affects the family. And so much of this really shows how gross and visceral and deteriorating and everything that an Evil Dead truly has to offer. All the gore, all the interior drama, all of it was really, really well done. And I personally just had a gory, bloody good time. This may not be my favorite of the franchise, but kind of like with Scream, although I haven't seen this year's Scream 7 yet, and I heard that was a real first dud of the franchise of that series. Although I'm not a big fan of Scream 3, personally speaking. But regardless, this franchise here shows a consistency within its craft and understanding of what really makes it matter. There is a point in the movie where my mind was going, of how much more can this franchise really go? But seeing the post, and I'm going to give away the post-credit scenes anyway, but the way part way through the movie, I was like, okay, this is really enjoyable, but how much more can we keep this franchise going within the same motif? This movie, the post-credit scene, and that had me truly excited. Kind of like with the Batman back in 2022 with this deleted post scene with Joker, with Barry Keoghan as a Joker there. And man, it's just really just fun and visceral. Yeah, the side characters are a bit flat and aren't as well written as they could be. It does admittedly stick to the bit of a formulaic approach for what the Evil Dead franchise is. But man, oh man, oh man, the gore, the drama, the characterization is all very well done here. And by the end of it all, I really had myself a bloody good time with this movie. It's by no means the best of this franchise, nor the worst. But by this point, I like all the Evil Dead movies. Which is weird, which I would say this, because about a month or two ago, I watched the first three Sam Raimi Evil Dead movies for the first time. And so for me, there's a sense of how fresh, in my opinion, on the take of the franchise is. It's like, is this my favorite? No. Is it the worst? No. But it's still a good, worthy edition of this. It's kind of like the newest Jackass movie, which I know I haven't uploaded my review of that yet. I will alongside this video. I can promise you that. But it's not the best, nor is it the worst. But in regards to that, it's still a great and worthy installment of a franchise. And I'm just really kind of like blushed out of how fun and visceral and mean-spirited and vulgar, and how much anger and rage and gross and sadism there is in this movie. And personally speaking, I just had a bloody good time with it. Pun fully intended. And overall, just absolutely. I thought the movie was kick-ass. Yeah, it's a bit formulaic at times, and the characters are a bit fat. The side characters are a bit fat overall, but overall, I really enjoyed the heck out of this movie. In my rating system of 0.0 to 10.10, I give this movie a 7.7. It's really good. I don't know if it will be among my favorites of the year so far, but it's a good honorable mention in my mind. So overall, yeah, really awesome. It lives up to my expectation. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you on the next video next week. I am going to see The Odyssey, and I'm really, really excited for that. Oh, that's going to be the movie of the year, 100%. Till then, everyone, bye. Cheers. Salute.